My journey to Japanese. Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well today. Thank you for clicking on this video. I am really excited to share my personal story with you. Today, I will talk about my journey of learning Japanese. It has been a long but exciting experience, and I want to inspire you to never give up on learning a new language. In this video, I will explain why I decided to learn Japanese, the steps I took, the challenges I faced, and the lessons I learned along the way. If you are also trying to learn Japanese or any other language, I hope my story can motivate you to keep going. Now let us start from the beginning. The beginning of my journey. My journey with Japanese started a few years ago. At first, I had no plans to learn the language. However, I have always been fascinated by Japanese culture. I love Japanese anime, movies, and traditional music. One day, I realized that I wanted to understand these things better. I wanted to watch anime without subtitles and read Japanese books in their original language. That is when I decided to learn Japanese. I remember the first time I looked at Japanese writing. It felt impossible to understand. The characters were so different from my native language. I asked myself, how will I ever learn this? But I knew I needed to start somewhere. So I began with small steps. How I started learning Japanese. At first, I used free resources online. There are many great websites and apps that teach Japanese basics. I started with learning hiragana and katakana, the two basic writing systems in Japanese. It took me a few weeks to remember all the characters. I made flashcards to practice every day. Slowly, I got better at recognizing the letters and reading simple words. After mastering hiragana and katakana, I started learning kanji, which is much more complicated. Kanji are Chinese characters used in Japanese writing. There are thousands of them. To be honest, it felt overwhelming at first. But I told myself, one kanji a day is progress. I also learned basic Japanese phrases, like how to introduce myself, and how to say simple sentences. For example, watashi wa Anisa desu means I am Anisa. It felt good to be able to say something in Japanese, even if it was just a few words. The challenges I faced. Learning Japanese was not always easy. There were times when I felt frustrated and wanted to give up. The biggest challenge was staying consistent. Some days I felt too tired or lazy to study. Other times, I felt like I was not improving, even though I was putting in the effort. Another challenge was finding opportunities to practice speaking. I did not have many friends who spoke Japanese, so it was hard to practice conversations. I realized that understanding grammar and vocabulary was not enough. I needed to improve my speaking and listening skills too. How I overcame the challenges. To stay motivated, I reminded myself of my goals. I imagined the day when I could watch my favorite anime without subtitles, or travel to Japan, and talk to people in their language. These dreams kept me going. I also joined online communities of Japanese learners. Talking to others who shared the same struggles helped me feel less alone. We shared tips and encouraged each other. To practice speaking, I started using language exchange apps. These apps connect you with native Japanese speakers who want to learn your language. I also watched a lot of Japanese videos and repeated the sentences I heard. Over time, my speaking and listening skills improved. Lessons I learned. One important lesson I learned is that progress takes time. You cannot expect to become fluent in a new language overnight. It is a slow process, but every small step matters. Be patient with yourself and celebrate your achievements, no matter how small they are. I also learned the importance of consistency. Even if you study for just 10 minutes a day, it is better than doing nothing. Small daily habits lead to big results. Another lesson is that mistakes are part of learning. Do not be afraid to make mistakes when speaking or writing. Mistakes are opportunities to learn and improve. In conclusion, my journey to learning Japanese has been challenging but also rewarding. It taught me patience, discipline, and the value of hard work. I am not fluent yet, but I have made a lot of progress, and I am proud of how far I have come. If you are also learning Japanese or any other language, I want to encourage you to keep going. Remember, every small effort you make brings you closer to your goal. Do not give up and enjoy the journey. Now, I would love to hear from you. Are you learning a new language? If so, what challenges are you facing? And how are you overcoming them? Let us discuss in the comments below. I look forward to reading your stories and learning from your experiences. Thank you for watching. Remember to keep learning and practicing every day. Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on more helpful videos that make learning English easier and more enjoyable every day. See you in the next lesson.